Focus today. It's a landmark day in Parliament as lawmakers debate the goods and services tax bills in the Lok Sabha. Now, 4 GST bills, and these are for taxes pertaining to the centre, states, interstate, union territory, as well as compensation for states' losses, have been taken up for consideration as well as passing. Now, these bills will head to the Rajya Sabha after they are passed in the lower house, and post that, the states and union territory assemblies will also take up those bills for passage. Now, the GST will replace a waft of indirect taxes as well as levies, from excise to VAT to service tax, and will bring in a simpler 4-8 structure. Now, after moving the bills in the Lok Sabha, Finance Minister Arun Jaitley said that the GST laws will be based on the recommendations of the GST Council. But from the opposition, Veerappa Moily has voiced objection. He included the fact that there is no single rate in the GST, also going on to say that it is in contradiction to the Constitution. In fact, let's listen into the highlights from today's Parliament debate so far.
ये पांचों कानून तैयार हो चुके हैं, जो रूल्स बनने हैं, कई रूल्स तैयार हो चुके हैं, बकाया रूल्स 31 तारीख को तैयार होंगे, और एक ब्रॉड प्रिंसिपल काउंसिल ने तय किया कि काम का बंटवारा राज्य और केंद्रों के बीच में कैसा होगा, उसके ऊपर सर्वसम्मति हो चुकी है. We will have to honor this federal relationship which we have established by way of pooled sovereignty. So whatever the center and the states have agreed can be implemented. Any form of unilateralism by any legislative body, I think, is possible when the area exclusively belongs to your domain. Once we are dealing with a delicate issue of center and state relations, I hope we are guided by to maintain that delicate balance of that relationship itself.
For the taxpayer and the tax collector, this is much more than an exercise of semantics. Hundreds of crores of rupees ride on the exact exaggeration. Maybe a lot of corruption will get in. A lot of harassment will get in. Because ultimately that is why, if you avoid all these things from the scrutiny of the Parliament, everything can happen. There will be a total anarchy in the country.
Right now, Rituparna Bhiyan has been tracking all those proceedings, and he joins us now. Ritu, it's going to be a long session. 7 hours of provision. Seems like it might cross 10 hours. What are the highlights? What have you been picking up so far?
The finance minister made a very interesting point when he said that both the state legislatures and the parliament have actually, delegated some of their sovereignty to what is known as a GST council, basically meaning that it's the council which will be taking call on laws related to indirect tax. On his part, Mr. Moily, Veerappa Moily, who is also the chairman of the finance panel in parliament, said that 12 lakh crore worth of loss was caused by BJP opposing the GST laws during the EPA tenure. He also maintained that it will be a technological nightmare to implement GST in its present form, which has been proposed in the laws. Also, we saw TDP MP Jaidev Galla voice concern of certain states on losses caused due to GST implementation, saying that in Andhra Pradesh itself, the state could lose as much as 2,000 crores annually, and hence he wanted some more clarity on how the state will be compensated. We also saw the Orissa MP Bharutahari Mehtab make a point regarding the revenue neutral rate, saying that it is this particular rate that will basically determine the success or failure of GST, and he maintained that we'll have to wait for at least a couple of years to see the impact of GST on the economy. Last but not the least, we saw Tamil Nadu saying that the SGST laws will be passed by the state legislative assembly very soon. Net, we expect the GST laws to be taken up for voting by around 9 o'clock, after which Lok Sabha will be passing the 4 GST laws today itself. With that, it's back to you.
Right, Ritu. Thanks so much for joining us with all those details.